Hello and hi everyone. So today my group, which is group 1, will be presenting or explaining about renewable resources energy. Our group consists of 4 people, which is me, Nurin Sofia binti Abdul Hafiz, Muhammad Ali Shazan bin Muhammad Azizan, Nur Ainan Shahira binti Ahmad Fauzi, and Hasanah Fikri bin Abdul Ghani. Alright, so for the introduction, what is actually renewable resources? So renewable resources is actually the energy that can be replaced themselves naturally, and unlike non-renewable resources, energy they cannot be replaced naturally. And it has been used to describe electricity or heat generated by solar, hydro, wind, geothermal, biomass, or biogas energy. And in Malaysia, we also have these renewable energy resources like solar energy. We've been using solar energy, and Malaysia has a strategic advantage in creating solar energy because of its strategic place. Even though that renewable resources is a good thing, because it can be replaced naturally, it can be replenished naturally, but then they also have their own negative impacts. Even solar energy and wind energy, they have their own negative impact, such as pollution, biodiversity loss, habitat fragmentation, and species extinction.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Ainan Shahira binti Ahmad Fauzi, metric number E20800416. Today I am going to discuss about the renewable energy and its impacts to the environment in this recent world. Wind, solar, geothermal, hydro and biomass are now widely popular sources of energy used around the world today. All sources of renewable energy are used to generate electric power. Renewable energy provides many benefits to people, business, and planet. However, there are also disadvantages, which is there are low energy density, has high upfront cost, its energy is intermittent, and it has limited storage capabilities. Hydropower is the largest energy source used in generating electric power. It is considered as a renewable and clean energy source. The positive impact of this renewable energy is its operational costs are relatively low, and hydropower generates little to no greenhouse gas emissions. However, main negative environmental impact is that hydropower plant has changed the ecosystem and physical characteristics of the rivers. Typical problems such as erosion, flooding of farmland, and destructions of fish breeding habitat may occur. Second is wind power. Positive impact of making wind power is that it is cost effective because the electricity from the wind farm is sold at fixed price and its fuel is free. The negative impact are wind generators produce electric and magnetic field. This will increasing the possibility that they will be struck by lightning. Next, wind turbines have some noise and visual impact on residents and wildlife. The wind turbine also creates microclimate issue by changing the heat and moisture conditions around the wind farm. It also requires thousands of acres of land, which impact local wildlife. Third is the solar energy. Electricity generated from the solar energy emits no greenhouse gases. This is positive side impact from solar energy system. However, the main negative environmental impacts of solar energy come from the use of some hazardous materials such as arsenic and cadmium in the manufacturing of photovoltaics, and the large amount of land required, which needed about hundreds of acres for a utility-scale solar project.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Hasanah. So, for another type of renewable energy is biomass energy. Biomass energy sources are used to generate electricity and provide direct heating, and also can be converted into biofuels as a direct substitute for fossil fuels used in transportation. Unlike intermittent wind and solar energy, biomass can be used continuously or according to schedule. It's like we can control it So biomass is derived from wood, waste, landfill gas, crops, and aqua fuels. Meanwhile, traditional biomass includes waste wood, charcoal, and manure has been a source of energy for domestic cooking and heating throughout human history. In rural areas of developing world, it remains the dominant fuel source globally. In 2019, bioenergy accounted for about 11.6% of total energy consumption from the data of Center for Climate and Energy Solutions. The growing use of biomass has resulted in increasing international trade in biomass fuels in recent years, such as wood pellets, biodiesel, and ethanol are the main fuels traded internationally. In 2020, global biomass electric power capacity stood at increasing 5.8% from previous year. In the United States, most of the electricity from wood biomass is generated at lumber and paper mills using their own wood waste. In addition, wood waste is used to generate the heat for drying wood products and other manufacturing processes. Data from Center for Climate and Energy Solutions. Biomass waste is mostly municipal solid waste, garbage, which is burned as a fuel to run power plants. On average, a ton of garbage generates 550 to 750 watts of electricity. Landfill gas contains methane that can be captured, processed, and used to fuel power plants, manufacturing facilities, vehicles, and homes. In addition to landfill gas, biofuels can be synthesized from dedicated crops, trees, and grasses, agricultural waste, and algae feedstock. These include renewable forms of diesel, ethanol, butanol, methane, and other hydrocarbons. Corn ethanol is the most widely used biofuel in the United States, and about 39% of the US corn crop was devoted to production of ethanol for gasoline in 2019, up from 20% in 2016. Gasoline with up to 10% ethanol can be used in most vehicles without further modification, while special flexible fuel vehicles can use gasoline-ethanol blend that has up to 85% ethanol. Closed-loop biomass, where power is generated using feedstock grown specifically for the purpose of energy production, is generally considered to be carbon dioxide neutral because the carbon dioxide emitted during combustion of the fuel was previously captured during the growth of the feedstock. While biomass can avoid the use of fossil fuels, the next effects of biopower and biofuels on greenhouse gas emission will depend on full life cycle emission for the biomass source. So overall, however, biomass energy can have varying impacts on the environment. Wood biomass contains sulfur and nitrogen, which yield air pollution, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide through in much lower quantities than coal combustion. Biomass fuel cycles are often not greenhouse neutral because of the substantial production of products of incomplete combustion. In Thailand, biomass power plants that produce less than 10 million watts using rice house combustion system have the potential to burden nearby villages with environmental damage such as air and water pollution due to black ash from smoke and dust, and also affect health problems to people. Furthermore, the burning of biomass energy and biomass emits carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and other greenhouse gas emissions, something also reported by other researchers. That's all.
Okay, so geothermal energy is actually a heat within the earth, and geothermal energy is also a renewable energy source because the heat is continuously produced inside the earth. People use geothermal heat for bathing, to heat buildings, and to generate electricity. And there are 7 states generate electricity from geothermal energy like California, Hawaii, Idaho, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, and Utah. And all of this, California accounted for 80% of this generation. The use of this geothermal energy for a hot spring area can also result in environmental damage because the wastewater affects aquatic ecology near the geothermal power plants. And geothermal power plants also have a social impact on the surrounding environment in the form of seismic activity, odor, and noise pollution. And moreover, the first generation technology of geothermal power plants has a high potential for emissions because the waste gases of 90% carbon dioxide and that directly released.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ali Shazwan. Now I'm going to conclude all the point that has been stated by my friend just now. Okay, first thing first, as we know, my friend just now said that there is two types of energy sources, which is renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Basically, both give benefit and harmful to human and the nature environment. So, but however, the renewable energy is most convenient and friendly to be choose as our energy sources. This is because the source of renewable energy is, as we know, sun, wind, water, and biomass. Those example is unlimited sources, which is a sources that will never end, and it will continue as long as their function is able to do it so. Then for the non-renewable energy, it is give more harmful to the nature environment, which is pollution, biodiversity loss, extinction of species. So for our group, think which is the renewable energy is the brilliant idea that has been made by human, because it doesn't disturb any nature environment such as the pollution. We just use the nature to ourself for ourselves. So as a human, we should care about other living things, which live with us together in this planet, in the same planet, and we breathe with same air. So the symbiosis of us with other living thing is important to have a stabilized biodiversity. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.